Welcome back to Crochet with Lulu. Today is day 19 of Christmas Extravaganza 2025. If you participate and if you make anything that we suggest and give you hints and tips about, please tag us at hashtag Christmas Extravaganza 2025 and then put at Crochet with Lulu or whoever you hear and make the tips for. Today's tip is a crocheted preemie hat. Several months ago, it was cold weather, and I joined in. I only got to participate once in a crochet meeting, and they gave us patterns for these beautiful little preemie hats. So it touched my heart. Now, in our area, we live in a small town. So there's several larger towns nearby, but our town is just a small. We don't even have a baby unit in our local hospital anymore. They moved it several miles away. They have closed several of the smaller hospitals down. So I think our preemie departments tend to be way out of town. And one of the ladies was making these hats, and she had a whole box that she was wanting to donate to the hospitals, and it was quite difficult. So you may check with your local churches or your local pregnancy centers or your local doctors, your baby doctors, if they have a program that will deliver baby gifts to the babies. You might even find some that, like an adoption center, that you could make the baby hats, and you could make all sizes. This one just happens to be the preemie size. So you can find out from your local agencies if they take these. Now, the lady that was over our little crochet group, again, she was struggling. She thought she had found a nearby hospital within about 20 minutes to take them, and they said no, they didn't do that. And I think since COVID, that's kind of put a damper on a lot of things going in and out of these medical places. So again, find out from your churches, doctor's offices, your pregnancy centers, your adoption centers. Find out where they have a need for baby hats, preemie hats, baby blankets. I've got a friend that she is in a quilt guild, and they make just small, they call them lovey blankets, but they're the smaller. It's not your typical large baby blanket. It's a smaller blanket, and they sew these and they donate them to these places. So find out. This would be an awesome thing, especially around Christmas, is to fill a mother's heart with love by making baby hats, the little hand protectors so they don't scratch themselves. And I'm not sure, it's almost like gloves, but they're little mitts that they put on their little hands so they don't scratch. The blankets, the loveys, anything that you think could be helpful for these centers. I beg you to make things and donate them to them. Your church may be involved. I used to be affiliated with a group, and they had done recovery. They had recovery classes for all sorts of things. They had a grief class. They had a veterans class. They also had a pregnancy center attached with it. And we took donations of baby bottles, diapers, wipes, all sorts of things. And then we also we passed out baby bottles several different places and had the big plastic baby bottle like you would give somebody for a bank. And we raised money for the pregnancy center. So find out from your local organizations what helps and what actually donates the gifts to them. But these would make awesome things, especially, I was a respite parent for a while back in the early 2000s. And you would be surprised at what these kids come in with. They've been taken out of their home, some in the middle of the night. They have no clue why they've been taken from their parents. They don't really have anything. So find out from your local agencies what gives babies and children hats, gloves, scarves, blankets. A child that has a blanket, even if it's not a large blanket, if it's a lap-size blanket, most of these children will absolutely love it because it's theirs. It's theirs. They can personalize it. They can, somebody can sew or iron in a tag with their name on it. So I beg you to please let that be your heart's desire. And also, K&K Crochet does an awesome ministry. Check their channel out and check how to get involved with the center that they receive beanies and items for. Just get involved in your communities. Let's all pull together. Let's come together as one and let's help each other out. So this took probably 30 minutes or less to make. And that's me reading a pattern. And most of you that know that I don't handle reading patterns well. But I read the pattern and I made this and I was so proud. And it's so tiny. You think this is the size for a baby doll. But that's for a preemie. So get involved in your local community. Find out where you can donate these items and check K&K Crochet, what all they accept, what all they take donations for. And I thank you so much for tuning in. I know some of my videos have been way out in left field, some way out in right field, and some right down the middle. I'm trying to do a video a day because I was so excited to be asked to participate in Christmas Extravaganza. So please leave me comments if you have made or donated or gifted in your local areas. You may want to put the names and numbers of the local agencies that you have and hashtag Christmas Extravaganza 2025 at Crochet with Lulu so that we can all know where, because you may be in my area and I may not know who to donate to. So again, this is for a preemie. And get involved. Thank you so much. Join me back tomorrow for another tip or Christmas idea or a recipe. You never know. Thank you. Bye-bye.